So this week, I'm on this site, and this review of San Jose caught my eye. Very expensive and trendy. Not a place for retirement. Too much of everything. Homelessness, panhandlers, traffic, and crime became a concern. Um, and I'm kind of getting up there in years. A couple of years away from being 50, I guess. But I got another 15 years left of me, and I'll be retiring, and that'll be that. That'll be the end of my life as a worker, I guess. Um, but do I want to retire here? And the answer to that is no. Why? Um, I've traveled up the Oregon coast twice. There's places in Oregon I absolutely love and adore, and that's probably where I'll end up going. Um, but at the same time, though, uh, why is San Jose becoming this sort of place where people don't want to stay invested in it? They want to live here long enough to make some bucks and then move on. Um, and it's like the reviewer said. I mean, it doesn't seem like the city's doing a good job of taking care of some of these issues that have been plaguing us. And I don't know if I brought this up before, but this is a really, as far as homeless, this is a really good book I'm reading. Um, Why Progressives Ruin Cities, San Francisco. I got to plug this again. Uh, I know folks may say, "Oh, that's so bad to say," but it really is a level-headed book if you read it. And I think the best way to describe the book is it tells how the road to hell is paved with good intentions. That being said, people wonder why San Jose has gotten so expensive. It's not just the jobs, it's not just the weather, it's not just the demand, it's also the type of housing that's been built. And when when you can rent out an apartment, a 700 square foot apartment with a little kitchenette, a little stacked on top dryer and washer combo, all the appliances and a gym and a pool downstairs, 700 square feet for $3,000 a month. Now, what is that going to do to everything else? And what developers started realizing in, I'd say, uh, 2006 or so, when we started seeing Resident 360 and other towers going up, is there was going to be this population of people who were single, um, and weren't going to be spending a lot of time in their home. They thought, oh, okay, they're just going to go out and eat all the time. And there's actually precedent for that. Club Med down in Mexico, for example, is like that. You got a very basic room because all your activities were done outside the room, and it wasn't meant to be a home. And when you start building these small condos and apartments like that and charging these sums, well, somebody like me who's in a 1,600 square foot house is saying, well, gee, 300 square feet or 700 square feet, and they're charging $3,000 a month. Gee, my place must be worth $10,000 a month because it's almost three times bigger. That was terrible math. Admittedly, that was terrible math, but you get my point. And that's what's driven up a lot of these costs. I look in Craigslist. I look in the for rent ads. There's still people renting every day. There's groups on Facebook. You don't necessarily have to rent here in San Jose. There's other cities that are cheaper and some that are more expensive, and it all depends on where you want to live. I can go up to Redwood City and rent an apartment off of Humboldt Avenue, which is not a very nice part of Redwood City, for about the same what I could get here, or less. We're talking like Cadillac Avenue kind of place. Um, so yeah, it really, what I see happening a lot is the more things are developed, the more prices go up, and that stays true for anywhere in the country, whether it's here in San Jose. You go to some place like Manhattan that's really been developed, you see a lot of stuff. But again, don't forget this review here. Very expensive and trendy is right. Not a place for retirement. Not a place, you're going to get people that are really going to care. And what's going to happen to San Jose is you're going to see a lot of the politics, the dynamics of the politics change. Because when you don't have people that are vested in staying here and don't really care what happens to the place, um, it's the only people left are the ones that want to strip it for everything they can. And you know what? I wish I didn't have to feel this way about the city, but I do. It's just, it's really gone in a direction. Um, Watching people get so manipulated and um, just repeating political talking points is just, I've had enough. I want to go live somewhere there's like 6,000 people, and um, I can buy my house cash, and just kind of live out the rest of my days where I know all my neighbors. Um, I just yeah, I can't fathom staying here anymore, and a lot of other people can't. That's all for this week. I'll make something for next week. See ya.